Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of Bury Me in My Backyard, we've got this conventional hose bib spigot that we're going to convert to this Woodford brand Iowa frost-free yard hydrant. So I've taken the time to dig this thing up. I don't know if you can see that down there. That is the curb stop with this 3/4 inch CTS that we're just going to get hooked up here. So you've all probably seen these before, maybe. I don't know if you use them in your part of the world. But here, we're prone to super cold weather in the wintertime, and that product there, that piece of hardware, is specific to the nature of what we've got going here. I am being tormented right now by these teeny tiny little gnats. They're called cedar gnats or no-see-ums. I'll kind of jump back here and see if we can capture some in the frame, but they're so small and they bite. And we get them for a period of a couple weeks to maybe a month or two each year, spring and summer, but they are absolutely ridiculous. So I'm fighting with them right now as I do this video. So I've got my Teflon tape, pipe dope, 3/4 inch Street 90, pipe wrench, channel locks, and this cap has nothing to do with this operation at this point. So I'm basically just gonna convert this thing over and bury it. Now, it's not an ideal scenario with this PEX clamp here, but we're gonna go with it. Most of the builders out here, they just do it that way because it's cost effective. I typically don't like those, but we're just gonna make it simple here and put a yard hydrant on the end of that damn thing and call it a day. So I do prefer a compression fitting with the CTS, but the PEX clamps, they work. It's a stainless steel clamp and it'll be fine. So I'm gonna just get it hooked up here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so it turns out this curb stop is not a curb stop. It is a drain to waste valve, which is designed to drain the line out when you shut it off. So that's pretty typical for seasonal irrigations and stuff. You have a drain to waste valve that isolates it from the main feed, and then you have the ability to turn it off and it drains. So there you go. Here's the drain function. I opened up this bib on top to allow for that drain function to happen. So you will typically, and I've dug it out a little bit, you need a pocket underneath that'll allow for drainage. You're going to put gravel in there, pea gravel, 3/4 inch gravel, some sort of gravel in there to create the drain function. As well as with this frost-free yard hydrant on that end, right there, there's a weep hole. So when you shut the handle off, it drains the column of water out of the riser. So this will get a little bit of drain rock, and then over here where the yard hydrant lands, it will get a pocket of drain rock as well. So that is standard. Okay, so I just loosened that hose bib right there. Got it off. So that's cool. I'll put that right there. Now I will put the Teflon on. Teflon tape on, as well as my Megalock pipe dope, which is some practice that some people disagree with here. Dope and tape, but it's also become a standard here for unknown reasons. It used to not be like that. I've been doing culinary water stuff for eons at this point. Okay, so try and capture this half-hearted attempt here getting this Teflon on. 2 wraps of Teflon, maybe 3, definitely not 8. And I've seen that before, people putting on too much Teflon. So now we got the Mega Lock dope here, and I'm just gonna, to my best ability with one hand here, filming, make a nice gentle application of this stuff while I'm fighting off the cedar gnats. They're in my eyebrows right now, in my beard, and in my ears, which it sucks. So that's our Teflon and pipe dope situation happening. Okay. But it's all right. Everything will be fine. It's these gnats have got me losing my mind over here. This is perfect timing to make a video one-handed while you have biting gnats. Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to totally snug this up. Oh my gosh, they're getting me. They're getting me. Perfect. We're perfect. So now the deal is we put the Teflon on this guy now. Maybe I need to tighten that up a bit. That's pretty much it. It should be good. We should be good. Well, I'm going to put Teflon off camera on that street now. Okay, got that hydrant on. It is in the ground. It is not plumb or totally plumb anyway. I got to get this thing kind of oriented in the center of the trench, and then should be good. So we'll figure that out. Get this thing sorted. I'll show you guys real quick how this works. So obviously you got your on handle here. I'm just going to let a little bit of water out. Good. Now you can see that stream back there. That is the weep hole that allows for the riser column of water to drain. So that's how that works. Pretty handy setup. So I'm going to locate some gravel for this, get that graveled, get my valve can riser back on. I got gnats everywhere, guys. This is just absolutely terrible. That's gonna, and that'll stop when that column is drained out, and that means that this pipe at the ground level, which is the approximate 3-foot bury yard hydrant, to the bottom will be drained, and it removes the ability for it to freeze. Now let's just imagine if this column stayed full of water in the cold of winter, you'd have a freeze break that you wouldn't know until it thawed out, and then you'd have a leak when you turn that thing back on. That's why you take those hose bibs off and put the yard hydrants in, because they will freeze and break in the wintertime, and then in that case it leaks all the time. But anyway, I'm going to get this stuff taken care of now. So all right, this stop and waste, the top of that has a some threading right there on that housing, so that receives an adapter here that allows you to screw your valve can on. So I'm going to get this valve can on. There we go. It's on. Then I'm going to take some of this filter fabric and lay it over that gravel so any fines or sediment can't sift down and percolate into that gravel, preventing that drainage function from happening. I'll do the same on the yard hydrant side. So and that's what that fabric looks like in place. 4 of those manure shovels ought to do it. Alright, well that's pretty much it. I got my fabric in on the bottom, which you probably can't see. Hydrant's mostly plumb. I will finish plumbing it as the backfill happens. But we are in good shape. So that's cool.